What does it really take to build a citizen of the internet? I'm not just talking about someone who knows how to click and scroll, but someone who can think critically, act safely, and navigate the, let's be honest, complexities of our digital world. Well, today we're going to find out by looking at the actual blueprint being used to teach the next generation. So get this, we're looking inside a 5th grade media textbook from Germany, and it provides a fascinating roadmap. This isn't just about coding or typing, it's a complete guide to thinking critically, communicating safely, and participating mindfully online. So let's break down the lessons that are shaping our future digital citizens. All right, our journey through this textbook is going to cover 5 key areas. First up, the digital toolkit. Then, communicating online safely. After that, we'll tackle navigating the information jungle. Then, decoding ads and influence. And finally, we'll look at becoming a mindful user. So first up, the digital toolkit. I mean, it makes sense, right? Before you can master the digital world, you've got to understand the physical tools that actually connect you to it. The very first step is pretty simple, just demystifying everything. The curriculum starts by having students name the parts. What is a router? What does an HDMI port do? This whole process turns what seems like a magic box into a tool they can actually understand and control. From the hardware, the lessons then move to the concept of data. But think about it. How do you explain an abstract file to a 10-year-old? Well, you make it tangible. The textbook defines storage media with things they can actually hold in their hands, a USB stick, an SD card, maybe an external hard drive. And this leads to a really crucial lesson in digital organization. Students compare 2 desktops. One is a total chaotic mess of files, and the other is neatly organized with clearly labeled folders. The takeaway is simple but so powerful. A tidy digital space is just as important as a tidy physical one. And that's a habit that's going to pay off for a lifetime. Okay, so now that the basics of hardware are covered, the curriculum pivots to something, well, a lot more complex. How we actually interact with each other online. It all starts with the fundamentals of digital etiquette. Take this exercise on writing an email. Students learn to label all the different parts, the recipient's address, the subject line, the greeting, the body, the attachment. It teaches them that online communication has rules and a structure, just like a formal letter would. And, the book doesn't shy away from the tough stuff either. It uses these really relatable quotes from students to teach about privacy and consent. This comment right here, it gets right to the heart of the issue. It's not some abstract rule, it's a real feeling of violation that anyone can understand. But the book doesn't just point out problems, it actually provides solutions. Students learn a clear 4-step process for handling tricky online situations. This really empowers them to pause, think critically, and know exactly how to get help if they need it. All right, with the tools and the communication rules in place, we're moving on to one of the most critical skills of the 21st century. Finding trustworthy information in what is basically a sea of digital noise. Oh man, this comic just captures a universal experience, doesn't it? A student's simple search for wolves leads them down a rabbit hole into some messy forum filled with biased opinions. The textbook acknowledges a key frustration. The internet doesn't just hand you answers. A lot of the time, it gives you chaos that you have to sort through yourself. So, what's the solution? Well, it's methodical searching. Students are taught specific techniques to narrow their results down. So instead of just typing in wolves, they learn to search for what do wolves eat, or to put phrases like wolf population in Germany in quotation marks. It's really the difference between wandering around lost and actually following a map. Okay, next we dive into media literacy. Because once you can find information, you have to learn to question it, especially when it feels like someone is trying to sell you something. This next exercise is actually a fantastic little guessing game. Students are shown 3 ads, one for perfume, one for a car, and one for gummy bear snacks. The question is simple, but it's also profound. Who is the target audience for each ad? And more importantly, how do you know? And here are the answers. The textbook guides them to break down the clues. They analyze the slogans, the colors, the fonts, even the people featured in the ads. It teaches them to see an advertisement not just as a picture, but as a carefully constructed message designed to appeal to a very specific group of people. This also shows how the curriculum is really keeping up with the times by tackling the murky world of influencer marketing. In this comic, a girl doesn't even realize her favorite YouTuber is being paid to promote a product. It's a crucial lesson in identifying those hidden ads that are now just a huge part of online media. So for the final section, the focus really shifts inward. It's not just about understanding the digital world out there, but also about understanding your own relationship with it. So how does that start? With a simple but really powerful tool, a media diary. Students are asked to track their day in hourly blocks, noting when they're sleeping, doing homework, playing outside, or using media, like chatting online or watching videos. It's all about making the invisible habit of media consumption visible. And when that data is visualized, it tells a story. Here, we see a comparison between two students, Sem and Vessi. But what's important is there's no judgment here, no right or wrong answer. The goal is self-reflection, to look at your own habits and ask, is this how I want to be spending my time? So, when you put it all together, what have these students actually learned? Well, they've built a foundation on 5 core pillars: critical thinking, online safety and privacy, effective communication, responsible creation, and self-regulation. The entire journey culminates in this, a median passport, or a media passport. It's a certificate, sure, but it really represents something much bigger. It symbolizes that a student is equipped with the knowledge and skills they need to not just survive in the digital world, but to thrive as a confident, capable, and conscientious digital citizen. So this is the new baseline for digital literacy that's being taught to kids today. And it kind of leaves us with a crucial question, doesn't it? In a world that changes this fast, how are we as adults continuing to build these same essential skills for ourselves?